Hey friends, I am out here on a beautiful spring day and I wanted to record a new message for you about the veil that was torn when Jesus gave his life up on the cross and why that is so meaningful. But just before I hit record, I felt there was a different message that I should share with you. And what I want to share with you is my experience part of my experience going to Israel in 2019. And in particular, when I visited the Western Wall, it's also called the Wailing Wall. So the reason why I felt led to share these messages with you is that I wanted people to know the true heart of God towards people. I've felt that his heart has been misunderstood. I myself misunderstood it for many, many years. And when you truly understand the heart of God, it's life-changing and it's profound. And I just want people, those who want to hear about it, who want to know what God's heart is, to know it. So this is my part in sharing that message. And going to Israel, and in particular to the Western Wall, was a very profound experience for me where I was able to see deeper what the heart of God is towards his people. And that's what I wanted to share with you. So, for those of you who may not know, the Western Wall is a part of the Jewish temple. It was part of the second temple that was rebuilt. The first temple was destroyed by the Babylonians. The second temple was rebuilt, and that was destroyed by the Romans. But part of the wall remained, and it's called the Western Wall. It was the original temple, and as you may or may not know, the Jewish temple was where it was believed that the presence of God dwelt there. And everything was holy about that place. Even the rocks, the stones were holy. Everything was holy. So having the original part of that wall, there's a certain holiness and anointing to it. And so when we went to Jerusalem, what struck me was the number of people, the visitors that would come on any given day on a daily basis, and the fact that they were from all parts of the world. They were all kinds of religions, all races, all nationalities, languages. You had Asians, you had, African, you had Middle Eastern, you had just from everywhere. They would come and they would visit this holy city. And that was interesting. But at the wall, when I went, what I observed there was people coming and they would pray at the wall. And many would pray passionately. And there were papers that people would write their prayers and they would shove them in the wall. These were prayers, probably, for healing for their loved ones, for their heartaches and their heartbreaks, for their desires, their longings, their wishes, like just everything. And they would, in faith, put it there. There would be people praying and they'd be swaying, they'd be weeping. Um, and there was a certain holiness, there was a certain sacredness to that wall that really touched me. But at one point, I don't know if it was same day or another day, we went to a different site, and it was a site where Jesus stands. It's on a hill, and you could overlook the entire city. And Jesus, it says in the Bible that Jesus stood there and he wept over the city. And he says that how he longed to gather them under his wings so that he could care for them, the people, and protect them and love them. But they refused it. And it says that Jesus wept on that hill when he overlooked the city. So that's where we were visiting. And I I was looking and just remembering the scene at the Western Wall and remembering all the scenes in that place where, there's the Western Wall and adjacent to it is a mosque that's built there, that's active. And twice a day, I think they send a call to prayer, and you can hear the prayers in Arabic. You can see evangelical Christian groups sitting along the steps by the wall and they're singing. And at one point, we were there and there was music, and they had a messianic Jewish, these are Jewish who believe Jesus is their Messiah, messianic Jewish singer and songwriter and dancer, and she was leading in worship, and we were singing in English and Hebrew. There were behind us when we were sitting on those steps, there was the windows to the mosque, and there were people hanging out of that mosque and just kind of curious what we were doing and just watching us. And I was remembering all these scenes and the people, the Asians, the all the different races with different languages and nationalities from all over the world coming to the wall to pray, coming to the holy sites. And I was remembering all of that. And suddenly I had this vision or a sense overlooking the city that the prayers of all those people were being lifted up. Like, I didn't see it like physically. I just sensed it. I saw it in my mind's eye that they were all being lifted up to God. And God longed to receive all of those prayers, whether they were tucked in those little papers or they were being cried out in whatever language, in whatever song. He longed to receive the prayers of his people, and he loved it. He didn't care what your religion was. He didn't care what your language was. He didn't care the nationality. He didn't care about any of that. He just, he, the prayers and the cries of the people is what he cared about. And he received all of them. And that was really profound. And it was just one of the times where I really sensed the heart of God and his love towards people, all people, that he doesn't care about your religion. He doesn't care about the rituals. He doesn't care about them in the sense that he doesn't need them. I think we need them. He doesn't need them. He'll honor them. If you feel like you have to go to a church and light a candle, he'll honor that. If you want to sit and hum, he'll honor that. If you want to have a prayer rug and bow down and pray, he'll honor that. But he doesn't need that. What he wants is oneness in spirit with his people so that you would know his heart towards you. And his heart towards you is that you would know how much he loves you. You would know that he doesn't condemn you. He's not mad at you. That he wants you to know, I've said this before, he wants you to know how amazing you are. He wants you to know the gifts that he's given you. He wants you to know the possibilities that he's put before you, the thoughts that he has towards you, and the beautiful gifts that he has for you. So that's what he wants. And he loved the cries. Whatever your cry may be, in whatever way you lift it up to him, he receives it. So that's the message I wanted to share. I hope that it blesses you and that you would truly encounter a true God and his love towards you. Next time, I will talk about the veil that was torn, the veil that was in the temple that was torn, and why that is so profound. Love y'all, and I hope you tune in next time.